It's Week 15 of the National Football League, and we've got the Chargers' rocket-armed quarterback as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Chargers and the Barons, and it's coming up next.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Brooklyn Barons and the Los Angeles Chargers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our visitors coming into play here. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway in Southern California. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU at Zach Wilson.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns with 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
They got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Now Carter to start the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Wilson going to give to Carter on the draw. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going to look deep for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for the touchdown. Garrett Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Barons march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
Throwing on first down, Clinton. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The numbers a week ago for Everett: 10 catches, 123 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's trying to prove the adage is not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They'll run with Carter.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll give him the 1st down.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. On 1st down, right back to Carter.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. There's what Carter did in last week's effort. Very, very strong. Well over 100 yards.
He should get the ball early and often here, too. I mean, when you're riding the performance of last week into this game, his confidence level has to be off the charts. Go ahead and keep feeding him.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know to get out to the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now it's Wilson.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC.
And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. To throw on third down. Clinton steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he gets it up past the 35. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw on second down. Clinton throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up
Operating from the gun. Clinton in trouble, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Carter. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Another run on second down with Carter. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Playing as a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 7.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
On 1st and 10, Clinton. And this one is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Clinton. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They'll look to throw again. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. A throw to the flat. And it's out. He put it on the carpet and picked up by the Chargers. And the return will stop right around the 25. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Following the fumble recovery, Clinton. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw on 2nd down, Clinton. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, Clinton. This is caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They go play action now. Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down, giving 25 yards.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Wilson. Quick slant, caught by Moore.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Again, Wilson. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson.
He'll dump this off to Carter, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They'll go again with Carter.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
from back at the 4. Here's 2nd and goal.
They'll try again. And this time they'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Alec Ingold punching it in from a yard away.
And the Barons have moved out in front.
And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
There's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Carter straight ahead.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Another tote for Carter.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Zach Wilson.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Barons go up by 2 touchdowns.
So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was Zach Wilson who took it in himself on the touchdown run to cap it off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
This pass finds its way to Williams. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams,
73 yards.
and the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On third down, Wilson.
He'll drop that down to Carter underneath.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
Mike Williams and his Charger offense getting set for the next series.
He's up near 100 yards now here in the second quarter, but his team's down.
Through no fault of his own. I mean, what a nice game he's having so far. They've got to keep finding ways to get him the football. Don't get away from that. Figure out where things are going wrong with the rest of the team.
They'll be hoping to hit that 100-yard mark on this drive.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Williams on the stop. Brings up third.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
On second down, Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Clinton got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
On 1st down, it's Patrick. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Gerald Everett there to make the grab.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. On 2nd down, it's Haynes. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Throw left side complete to Troutman.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson
getting the football to Davis on an out route.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Wilson will throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
of things you're hoping for when you run drag routes. You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now it's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wilson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
To throw is Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
His back has been dependable safety back all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And Gay knocks this one through, and with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
There's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. He's done his part, but so far it's been a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
So far, he's north of 100 yards receiving. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clinton. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the return will stop right around the 25.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they will begin in field goal range already as they search for a potential score.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
That's complete to his running back, Carter.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Gay's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We start up at Soldier Field, Miami, making the trip north to take on Chicago. And they are just about ready to head to halftime with the Dolphins on top. 2 touchdown passes there for Tua Tagovailoa. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to the Motor City to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Bryan Edwards, a touchdown reception. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Josh Allen, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. We'll move on now to check out the next-gen stats in that first half for our home team. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Eckler again. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. On third down, Clinton. This is swung out to Eckler. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right.
He'll check this one down to Carter. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now it's Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the third. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive. Third down, gain of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Throwing is Wilson.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Again, Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. To throw again on second down. Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Carter.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Wilson now to throw on third down. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. And tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
They'll run on first down. It's Haynes. They find some open field here.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Out of the gun, they run with Carter.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Wilson.
That's a screenplay here for Carter. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. A field goal
that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
Back-to-back catches here for Carter.
Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they use your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy sideline, right?
Sammy sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. And Gay knocks this one through, and they have regained the lead. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Possession switching back now to the Chargers. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive.
And he lost the football.
Not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He's brought down to the 42-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Off play action. Clinton. And this is caught by Williams.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Clinton. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing on 1st down. Clinton. It's complete to Williams.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got Allen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. And it'll be intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
To throw again on second down. Wilson firing quickly, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Haynes, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
A give up the middle to Carter.
And he stopped immediately there.
3rd quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Carter once more.
He takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4. On 3rd down, Wilson. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
A handoff for Carter. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Carter.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Wilson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
See here a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 15. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
He was brought down at the 26. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw on 2nd down, Clinton. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
To throw on 3rd down, Clinton. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Up the middle with Eckler. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Off the play fake. Clinton. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down now, it's Patrick. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
A 1-yard pickup.
Operating from the gun, Clinton. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. On 1st down, Wilson. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Open man is the tight end Troutman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag around to the tight end.
He was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Wilson will throw again. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 42. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
A 1st down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard.
Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
To throw is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need him to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
On first down, it's Haynes, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down.
He'll drop this underneath to Carter.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Gay's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Clinton.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
They'll find Everett there, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right, and he wisely will throw that one away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. On the screen, this is Eckler.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. On the give, this is Eckler, and he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. Patrick. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Operating from the gun. Clinton got his man complete over the middle. It's Barnett.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On 1st and 10, Clinton. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Looking to throw. Clinton.
He's got McBride here over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This for the lead in the final stages. Sanders' kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And he returns this to the 22. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 1. 1:09 to play. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Wilson to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Wilson. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. Throwing now is Wilson.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game.
Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out. You talk about how many coaches we talked to, they all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Chargers, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7.